morning. The cardinal sin of the American healthcare system is separating the individual from the cost or financial impact of their healthcare decisions. And, everything kind of flows from that at some level. And then, the second one is having this like multi-payer dynamic that is so hard for any stakeholder to deal with. And I'm a big believer, not necessarily strictly from an investor perspective, but from like a society perspective, of having people have some sort of financial stake in doing the right thing for themselves, for their bodies, for their long-term health. And so there are startups that may or may not be good investments, but that are innovating around alternative health insurance models from like a carrot and stick perspective, which are leveraging some innovations in healthcare, health insurance financing, be it ICHRAs or high deductible plans or what have you. Are you going to get a 2-hour wellness visit at the start of the year, every year? If so, we have enough data and we can look at the demographics and understand, over a long enough horizon that, giving people this quantum of health, if they can take on that burden and start to do things about it, will reduce the aggregate cost of care for those people, and starting to make really interesting decisions that have a carrot and stick for individuals, I think is going to have a really big impact. We have an investment in this company called BioLink. It's a microneedle-based alternative to the traditional CGM. So whereas traditionally you have this like filament that you have to jam in your arm to get your blood glucose, these are microneedles, so you really can't feel them. There's 40 of them. It just got FDA clearance for type 2 diabetes, and it has 40 microneedles, not just one, so it can detect like dozens of different analytes, which is a fancy way of saying things. Cortisol, ketone, lactates, et cetera, all at once in real time. Because you don't have to wear it here, because that's like where you have to jam the filament, you can wear it anywhere, so you can put it like right here. So because you can do that, it can be in your line of sight, and that can give you real-time behavioral modification cues if your blood sugar is spiking, to stop eating the mango or whatever's putting you over the top. And so I'm so bullish on this. The type 2 diabetic market is 20 times bigger than the type 1. People don't do things in that market, especially that are invasive, and so I think that a non-invasive or minimally invasive alternative, Apple's been trying to get blood sugar through the Apple Watch forever, and they can't because it's impossible to get it through the skin, and so super bullish here.